Hey everybody, Casey Transformed here again, and today I have something a bit different. Instead of like a robot, Transformers, Power Rangers, whatever else, I'm going to do something that's part of my other interest, anime. Anybody who knows me knows I love anime. And today here we have something that's a bit nostalgic for me. I don't think these have an exact name, but I'm going to go by the name that's on the box. Dragon Ball Z Crystal Ball. And of course, on this one as well, Dragon Ball Z Crystal Ball. Now what we have here are two different types of replicas, as I'm going to call them. We have this one, of course, which is one Dragon Ball, and this one down here, which is an entire set. There are some major differences, and I only have the 4-star of this one, but we'll go over those. Let's start with this big one. Now, you open up the box, of course, and it's kind of a display case because just look at that. Like I said, I only have the 4-star. I believe they have this kind in all 7 balls, but I only have the 4-star because it's the 4-star. It's the awesome one. It's the one everybody remembers. As you can see, well, actually, let's start with the box. Let me move the Dragon Ball aside. Of course, the box has all this artwork on it, and then the actual bottom of the box is kind of a display case with this little part and this indent, where you also have this cloth that looks like how it does in the anime, almost. See, it's more turned like this, I think, in the anime, with the corners sticking out. So where you have it like this. Looks pretty cool. Now the cloth I do complain about a little bit because, as you can see, there's all these strings coming off, and yeah, the cloth is really cheaply made. But that's not what matters. What matters is the Dragon Ball, and just look at this thing. The resin plastic it's made out of is absolutely beautiful. This looks like a real Dragon Ball. And as you can see, the stars are kind of how they look like how they do in the anime. Which looks really good. It looks like a almost realistic replica of the Dragon Ball until you turn it and you can kind of see since they're flat, it kind of kills the effect. Granted, when you're looking at it from here, it looks fine. It's only when you start moving around it looks a little weird. Yeah, especially about there where it's just like, what's going on? But but the size of it is just absolutely amazing. I mean, here's a flashlight next to it. Yeah. Oop, I hit my lamp. As you can see, it's a good size. It's I would say this is realistically how big it would be if it actually existed in our universe. It just looks so nice. I love looking at this thing. It's got a good weight to it too. But that's all about there is to this one. It's nothing too complicated. It looks really cool. Now on to the set. If you buy the set instead, by the way, these are about $12 to $15. The set's about $17, $18, I believe. But when you buy the set, you get, from the looks of them, it appears to be the same resin plastic as this one, just smaller and of course lighter. Now, of course, this gets you the full set. The cloth is not nearly as cheap. This cloth has not given me any problems, of course. There's also, instead of just a cloth that's sitting there, there's actually a little set in. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but it's actually little indents just for the balls to where they're not rolling around, which is really nice. Not that this rolls around, but you know, because you can see it only jiggles a little. But this kind of constantly gives you that perfect looking set, like how it does in the show when they have them all gathered. And they're even different too. The resin, like I said, the resin looks like it's about the plastic resin, whatever they use for this, looks about the same. But you can see the star is different. You can see it's not just some flat little. Granted, it doesn't look as much like it does in the anime. It kind of, because of how they did it, it kind of looks more like how they do in the video games, where they kind of have that. I'm not sure what you would call it. It's almost diamond-like how they come off. And you can see there are actually little pieces in there. They're not just flat. So when you're turning it, it actually gives the appearance of it floating in there. Just to give you a good idea, here's the 4-star again. You can see they're kind of floating in there. Now granted, I don't think these are as accurate. And not just because they're not flat, but as you can see, this is about how far apart the stars are in the anime. These look a little too close, and they're kind of all aligned, while here they're all kind of turned slightly. As you can see, if I hold it like this, much like how this is, there's a little bit of a difference. The stars are all kind of askewed, which is about how it does look in the anime. Not that these are bad, I still love these. I love having a complete set and having them where I can just kind of mess with them, you know? They're both definitely collector's items. They're both really good. It kind of depends on what you're going for. And one advantage these do have, certain action figures can hold them and you can pretend they're like the Namekian Dragon Balls. If you don't know what that means, the Namekian Dragon Balls were humongous Dragon Balls. So with certain action figures, these actually look about right. Well, with this one, this is more for life. This is basically life-sized of the original set. Honestly, I can't tell you... Oh, one other thing. The box has a magnet on it, so this box will not just start flipping open. As you can see, I could hold the box like this and... Oh, okay, if you do it like that, yeah, the balls are still going to try to come rolling out, but... As long as you're careful about it, it shouldn't be no problem. Unlike me, who's an idiot. Anyway, guys, those are the Dragon Balls. I recommend both these sets. It's all preference, really. I'll be honest, I do like the big Dragon Ball better, but this is still a really nice set. I really love the floating star effect this has. And personally, I just like this one better just because it's life-sized. If these were the same size as this, I would probably actually say you get this instead. But I do let it all comes down to preference. Because price-wise, getting all 7 of these is going to be really expensive. If you want all 7, it depends on what you want. If you want all 7 and you want them at a cheap price, get this set. If you want something that's a bit life-size and a bit more anime accurate, get this one. Either way, you can't go wrong. They're both very similar. They're both really good products. They're both great for collectors. Get them however you can, and I hope you all have a good day. This is KC Transformed, and I'm out of here.